spoiler warning, even though I don't know if you can really consider this a spoiler, when the director comes out a couple weeks before it releases and says, hey, by the way, this person's making a cameo, I guess you can't really consider it a spoiler because it's just out there. He gave this interview to the media. So if you still want to go into it with, not knowing what happens, I guess don't listen to this. But Nicolas Cage is Superman in the new Flash movie. The Flash director just announced the movie's most shocking cameo that's decades in the making. Now, very famously, 25 years ago or something, Tim Burton and Nick Cage were going to get together for Superman Lives. There's even shots out there of Nick Cage in the Superman suit and all these things. Never happened. Never got off the ground. Never worked out. But there's always, memes and stuff about Nick Cage, or even rumors, little rumors coming out about maybe Nick Cage could be in a DC movie here or there. Well, now it's official. Andy Muschietti, the director for the Flash movie, has confirmed that Nicolas Cage is making a cameo. Nick was absolutely wonderful. Although the role was a cameo, he dove into it. I dreamt all my life to work with him. I hope I can work with him again soon. He's a massive Superman fan and a comic book fanatic. Jay, what are your thoughts about Nicolas Cage actually being in this cameo? The rumors were out there, reports were out there, but people find it a little hard to take seriously. But no, it's real. He's going to be in the Flash.
I think they're doing what the multiverse should have done, like with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange should have had, like, when he was jumping through multiverses, they should have thrown in Tom Cruise as Iron Man. They should have thrown in some other things. Maybe people would have liked that movie a little bit more, but I think that's where they're at with this, knowing that Warner Brothers, like, this whole DCEU is going to get a whole new remake and wash and all that stuff, that they're just throwing everything at the fan. And why not? Why not? What is Nick Cage doing? Why not? Bring him in as Superman. That could bring in more people in the seats just to watch the film, just to see what I'm guessing 2 seconds, maybe 4 of Nick Cage as Superman in this film. Ezra Miller's running through time, I guess. Maybe he stops somewhere and Nick Cage just like, hey, what you doing here, man? And then he just keeps running, like something like that. If it's a cameo,
Yes.
it's something like that. I don't think they're going to put it in the end. I think they'll try to put it in a spot to try to make a joke out of it all. So it's just a joke, right? Like, it's just an internet meme that they're bringing to reality at this point.
Basically, I think what they're trying to do with this is recreate the No Way Home feel that everybody had with the No Way Home characters coming back. I don't know if it's going to be done as well as that, but you got to be honest, the positivity is kind of crazy coming from this film, from the people that have seen it. Now, all those people are Access Media. Well, not all Access, I guess. People like Chris Gore saw it, right? We trust Chris, and he said it felt good, but it was definitely a Batman movie, right? And that was like why he felt, like he liked it. But I think they're going to try to put anything and everything they can in there. They're throwing everything they can against the wall. Maybe that's what they need to do to make people forget that Ezra Miller is actually in this movie, not once, but twice. But even people are saying Ezra Miller gives a good performance. The question is all this stuff, the Michael Keaton nostalgia bait, Ben Affleck returning as Batman, Nick Cage as Superman, other cameos in there too, if you've seen people that did spoilers, like, is that enough to make people not care about all the Ezra Miller shit from a year ago?
Yes. I think Michael Keaton will attract a certain crowd. They just want to see him on the big screen again. Even though I've heard that all his lines are super cringe and they're just all like his lines from the past movies, like Michael Keaton's lines. And now people will probably go, oh my God, that's the only reason why he would announce it and not save it, for people to be surprised, is because it's like, come see Nicolas Cage. Some of you out there want to see it. So it wouldn't surprise me if, like, some deep, cult fan base of Nick Cage's Superman shows up in their shirts, just to cheer on Nick Cage's Batman. There'll probably be a Twitter trend, just like we got, like, make Solo 2 happen. They'll probably be like, make Nick Cage Superman happen, something like that. So I'm assuming that the normies will just eat that up. They'll eat that up and want to have a good time in the theater. So I say yes.
I tend to agree. I think, 90% of the movie going audience, I don't think they're going to sit there and think, oh, I'm not going to go see this because of Ezra Miller. Time time passes pretty quickly, it seems like, in Hollywood. And that Ezra Miller stuff is all the way from last year. I don't think it's present in a lot of people's minds anymore. I think they're going to get overwhelmed with the nostalgia and go in there. Now, that's not to say I certainly think there's going to be hardcore group of people that aren't going to forget what Ezra Miller did, that aren't going to go see it no matter what. I know a lot of people in the chat right now who probably feel that way.